Hey, folks, time for the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news. That's right. We give you in 5 minutes what it takes most stations, radio or TV, 30 minutes to do. Be the hit at the water cooler. Be the hit at the restaurant. Be the hit at the park. Be the hit anywhere. And they'll go, where did you get this information? This is penetrating. This is great. This is inclusive. I go, hey, you know where you got it. That's right, the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news. Don't forget our Facebook, Twitter. If you'd like to advertise, email us at licorice44@AOL.com, LIKRASH 44, the number at AOL.com. Anyway, to make a short story long, Donald Rumsfeld last night has a brand new book out. Known and Unknown, I believe it is. And Donald Rumsfeld, very interesting, talking about the give and take between him and President Bush, saying that he should have resigned earlier, being very candid with himself and being very realistic with himself. He was on in friendly territory. He was on with Sean Hannity. But I like a guy that admits he made mistakes, but he also did some very, very good things. The military loves the guy. The military loves the guy. He was behind him every step of the way. But that being said, it didn't end good for our guy who's from Winnetka, Illinois. Donald Rumsfeld from Winnetka, Illinois. It was interesting to see him on last night. Valentine's Day, there's a little thing on in the paper today, cooking with your spouse. I never saw my dad come home and go, hi, Jess, and take the spoon and start stirring it. You know what my dad did? He opened himself an ice cold Schlitz, took his pants off, sat in the front room and watched television in his boxer shorts and his T-shirt with a beer. My mother would have never said, it's Valentine's Day. Should we make a steak together? My old man would have said, I go get the dough, I buy the food, you cook it. That's the way it is, okay? But the cooking with the spouse thing, we all have our responsibilities, okay? Happy Valentine's Day, make me a sandwich. It's very simple. It's very easy, okay? Everybody's got their responsibilities, and I ain't getting up to help my wife spoon some spaghetti or make some meatballs. Besides, I'd screw it up. That's her expertise. She's the best. By the way, don't forget La Tre Sorelli. We're going to do some more new shows. Means Three Sisters. It's right here on the Mike North Entertainment Network with BB, Grace, and Joe. Watching Blue Chips this morning. The greatest basketball movie ever made. Nothing but illegal recruiting, money being passed, cars. And you know what was great about it? All the coaches at the time are in the movie. So they're basically acknowledging what Nick Nolte, who played a Bobby Knight character, Shaq's in it, Matt Nover's in it. I mean, Penny Hardaway's in it. But then you got coaches like Jim Calhoun, Jerry Tarkanian, Bobby Knight, and then the best. I don't know how they got Larry Bird to ride in a parade down the street in French Lick with Matt Nover. One of the great movies. And by the way, folks, I've been involved in athletics for a long, long time, both on the court. A lot of it's true. A lot of it's very true. Shaq in 1994, very skinny, could have played hide and seek behind a straw. They're talking about Soldier Field today. Gary Chico, Emmanuel. Nobody wants to say we want to give naming rights to Soldier Field. It's a sacred place. It's for the men and women. Is that why you put the Jetsons spaceship inside of it? Because you respect it? Here's what I would say. Is there anything wrong with U.S. Army sponsoring it? I mean, Lance Armstrong had U.S. Army sponsored his biking. There's U.S. Army in NASCAR. Why couldn't it say Soldiers Field presented by the United States Army? Would that be bad if a military, how about all four members of the military, Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines? And if you want to throw the Coast Guard, that's fine. How about if they sponsored it? Soldiers Field, brought to you by the Armed Forces of the United States of America. You could do that. Use your heads. You guys are running. You want me to run? I'm telling you, Chico, do you want me to run? I'll run. And then you got a problem, okay? But if I run, then I got a problem. The skeletons come out two at a time. Anyway, Ronald Reagan, there's a stamp. I was just thinking of 1,000 skeletons running out of closets from all over this great country of ours. Ronald Reagan has a stamp. 100 years ago, the greatest president known to mankind was born. The man who brought pride back to this country. The man who told Gorbachev, tear down this wall. The man who told Jimmy Carter, there you go again. The man who told all these people where to go and put pride back in this country. Brand new stamp. Check it out. He looks like he's in his 40s on that stamp. You know what I mean? It's a young Reagan. It's like the Elvis stamp, skinny and fat. Young Reagan, old Reagan. Ricky Nelson. Yeah, the Nelsons figured something out. We suck. Not talking about Ricky, but his kids. And now they're doing a tribute show to him. And you know what? They're selling out arenas all over the country. Ricky Nelson, from 1957, listen to this, to 1962, had 30 top 40 hits. My wife, if she sees a picture of Ricky Nelson, I mean, she's got him just to the right of Elvis. Ricky Nelson was still writing songs before he was tragically killed in 1985 in a plane crash. Ricky Nelson was a TV star, a writer, a musician, and he could play. He didn't strum, he could play. So the Nelsons are getting it done. Hey, guess what? The Bulls getting ready to tee it up. The Blackhawks, they got to get going here. They can't get it done, and Quinville's all over them. And today, it's going to be very, very chilly. But the sun's shining. We'll give you a little relief. You've been listening to the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news. I'm Mike North for the Village of Rosemont. From the 9th largest convention center to restaurants to theaters, sports venues, and hotels. 5 minutes from O'Hare. You got it all here. Rosemont, you can't miss it.